particular items are about leases only. And so if your intent was to talk about anything other than the lease, you will be out of order with your comments. However, in the spirit of trying to make sure that people have an opportunity to speak about what you want to speak about, if you would rather speak under agenda item number 7, public invited to be heard, I will be happy to allow you to speak at that point. But if you continue to request agenda items 9D through L, and you veer off of the lease question only, I will declare you out of order, and you will not be allowed to finish your comments. So it's really up to you where you want to speak. And I will get to those as we call them. So the first people that I have are John Doherty, followed by Harold Smithles.
Gotta sit closer next time. My name's John Doherty. I'm a 35-year resident of Aurora. Ward 4 is my home. I heard you haven't heard nothing about oil and gas tonight, so I'm here to talk about that under item 7, not the leases. I worked 40 years in oil and gas, developing those projects and engineering them. I'm engineer registered in 2 states, 3 states, 2 provinces, 30 plus countries. I serve on our city's board of code compliance contractor appeals. I'm undergoing the vetting and just applied for the same position with the county. And I serve on our city's citizen advisory board for the upcoming zoning changes. So with that background, I also own 2 fully licensed chickens. I should add that in the city, thanks to your votes. But I'm here for a more important reason. I actually prepared a speech to talk about the oil law, but I'm going to extend my remarks. I'll get that to you in your in baskets tomorrow. Instead, I'd like to answer some of the questions that came up in the study session. It was so full of misinformation and disinformation, I can't correct it in the time available. It was just unfathomable. The survey we talked about is Planning Division's own survey on the web. Member Peterson asked for a tally of the votes. It already exists. They handed it out in the last PEBR meeting as backup. That's where I calculated 117 to 51, the 2 to 1. Why they just didn't say, yeah, we did it, we'll get it to you tomorrow. Why this veil of this thing? It's unfathomable. Regarding a 31-foot vapor recovery tower, it was said tonight there may be other technology in the future. Baloney. The technology did not have a 31-foot tower exist today. I've sent planning pictures of them. I've given them vendors in Colorado that make these lower technologies. I don't know why this isn't getting out to consulates. It's unfathomable. Besides the 31-foot vapor recovery tower, we now find we're getting 30-foot combustors put in. The one well in our city, Cherry Creek Vista, they stuck in a 30-foot combustor without getting a waiver on that. They built the site and then put that in. I went out this weekend, and you probably saw in your visit, there's a walking beam pump that's taller than 30 foot out there now. What's going on? We didn't get a waiver for these. You just keep sneaking this in. The proposed law change says we just call the tanks 20 foot and call that good. That allows anything in the future to put on there. A 100-foot tower, a 50-foot compressor building, which is coming. So I don't understand what our driver is for these law changes. You think companies won't drill because they have to put up a fence or landscaping? Those are infinitesimal expenses compared to the 10 million or more it costs to drill a well. We can't put in planning because there's no water. They haul in 2.9 million gallons of water for each well. I just put in a low flush toilet. I can flush that 1.2 million times with that water per well. The water exists, they can truck it in. Or, let's grant they don't want to truck it in, fine. Use the same trees that the state puts out along I-70 for live snow fences. Or that my buddy's son is a Eagle Scout project. put in landscaping along Buckley Air Force Base. Those receive no irrigation, and those trees are doing just fine. Stick them in.
Dorothy, I'm going to have to ask you to wrap up because
I'll
you've
wrap
already
up.
gone through the three.
Thank you. So I look forward to working over the next couple weeks, hoping we can fix this mess. My preference is that we do the right thing, we just do nothing, leave the existing law in place. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Harold Smithles, followed by Margaret